Hey everybody, it's Lisa Alvarado. Thank you so much for tuning in to Find the Funny. I'm not going to be recording an episode this week. I will be showing you my favorite moments, some highlights, and stuff that I've really loved and enjoyed. I'm going to put a picture right here of my mom selling merch for me. This is my t-shirt. This is my mother. This is why I love
this picture
so much. It's my mom flipping everybody off with dark black glasses on.
Really?
That's why we called the special Full Picante. It's because of my mom. She saw my HBO set and she's like, why is it so clean?
Okay.
Yeah, I know. She was like, you need it edgier, you know, like you need more flavor, like
Sabor.
yeah, you need it more, like more oomph.
This is beautiful hot things.
Hot things? No. Like spicier?
Yeah.
Look who's telling me to do spicier material.
Yeah, that's good.
That's spicier material is good?
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
People laugh about that.
But when my mom said that, I was like, oh, I have your permission? Like I have your blessing on this? So then I was like, oh, we're going full picante for the special.
The fun part of this is that I don't like picante.
No? Oh, that's right. He is the only Latino I know that can't eat spicy stuff. Just so weird. So the sabrosura is like,
Music maybe.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, you're spicy with your music.
Yeah.
Yes, that's perfect. This is my friend Irving.
Thank you.
Oquelis?
Oquelis.
Oquelis. Okay, I'm Latina and I can't even pronounce it right. He told me 15 times. He is the composer of the music that I am going to be using at the end of my new comedy special. And it's an original song. I love it. It's so upbeat, salsa. It just makes you want to move. And I'm like, it was really important for me to have an artist that was Peruvian, you know, instead of just some random song that we paid for. I wanted it to be from like somebody that I knew and someone I could support and they can support my career. So like, it's a win-win. I'm so happy about that. In fact, I'm so excited about this song, you guys. We're going to play a little clip of it right now. I am so excited about my guest today. It is Nick Hoff. He is a great comedian. I have known you how many years?
Probably 14.
I was thinking like about 15 years.
Yeah.
And we were baby comedians when we met. You're working on a whole new hour because didn't you just tape a special?
It feels like I just taped, but I taped in the summer of 2021. And so ever since then, I've been starting, and I think it takes 3 years to build an hour.
I think so. A good hour?
A good hour.
Yes.
People can pump them out faster and they're fine.
Yeah.
But I think to get a great hour, I think it needs to be 3 years of development. And so this one will be 2.5. So I'm undercutting myself a little bit. But it's getting to the point where like the hour is pretty much there. Still some new jokes are coming in and a little pruning here and there, but I'm about ready. And so it's fun to tour, and so everybody gets to see it before I tape it.
That's good because they won't want to tune in because they know the jokes.
They'll be like, seen it already? Are you doing the same crap?
I'm like, wait a minute. That's our enemy is them knowing the punchline. But if they like you, they'll tune in and be like, I was at that show. I remember when he did this joke this way. That's the fun part.
Yeah. I think that's fun because I remember seeing George Carlin in college and then getting to see the special that he recorded, 11 months later. And that was fun to be like, I remember this. Oh, this just changed this way.
Yeah. So did you get rid of all of the material from the first one? Because here's the thing about me. I'm taping a special and I'm torn because there's a couple jokes I've done on other shows or that have been on TV or whatever. And I'm like, oh, it's so much better now. I have all these other tags now. So the first joke, that's the same, but this is different.
Do it again. I think do it again. Yeah. If it's changed and people kind of like seeing that process now more than ever because of podcasts, people are hip to what's going on. They know
Right.
kind of how the sausage is made. So I think people kind of like seeing that. Oh,
Right.
look how it's developed. Look how much better it's gotten. 'Cause
Right.
I remember when it was this.
Right.
As long as it doesn't get worse. Because I remember seeing a comic.
That's true.
I remember seeing a comic who I thought his joke was so funny. And then I saw him do it live like a year later. I was like, you cut the whole part about the thing. And then I was
yeah.
like, what'd you do?
Yeah. So I have one joke that I'm going to overlap. The rest of the special is all new material.
Nice.
As far as I know. We will see what happens when I get up there. The taping will be at the Den Theater in Chicago. I love this place. Sam Morril just taped his Netflix special there. You can see it streaming now. Joe Bartnick taped there. Todd Barry. Jay Farrow, I believe, is taping there as well the same month as I am. So it's a really cool place to shoot a special. It's so artsy in there. The background has a lot of texture. Instead of just having the normal, boring curtains, it's actually pretty cool. So I pretty much know the set. Now I'm trying to decide on wardrobe. I know, stupid thing, but chicks really worry about it. The guys really worry too, but maybe not as much. They're like, should I change my underwear? But for the women, everything matters. Hair, makeup, shoes. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what I wore on my HBO special, which was this set was only like 10 minutes, so I could handle this. If you're just listening, I will describe the shoe. This is the shoe for those of you watching on YouTube. It's a stiletto heel, about 4 inches high. This is something that will break your neck if you're not Latina. If you cannot handle this type of heel, definitely don't wear it on your special. I wore it on my HBO special, and I love these shoes, but that was a 10-minute set. I'm doing 2 shows, about an hour and 15 on both shows. And I don't know if I'll be able to handle that kind of heel the entire time, especially if I'm sober. So this is what I think I'm going to wear. And you guys tell me, definitely in the comments, tell me which shoe you think looks most funky, most awesome. This is the shoe I think I'm going to wear. It's a boot. It's a leather boot. If you're just listening, it is from Tory. It's got these really chunky rubber heels, which is great for stage because it doesn't make noise. And the stage that I'm performing on is wood. I do not want them to put a carpet down because I bring my own. I don't shave, guys. So this is the heel I think I'm going to wear. That's probably 3 inches. If you're a man, it's 6. But I really love the platform in the front on this one too. And it's leather. So that's option number 2. I have these boots that I just bought, which I'm pretty excited about. These are a little funkier. So they have like, it's like a 4-inch heel, but they're platform and they're boots. And they have these little metal buckles in the front. So they're a little more funky. If you like these, let me know. They're also rubber sole. Which means it's great for stage. It will not be making noise on the wooden floor. Then these are the shoes that I usually wear on stage, especially when I'm doing a more casual set, like at the Laugh Factory or whatever. These are just gym shoes. They're black gym shoes with the white sole, and they do have platform heel in them because I cannot walk with flat-footed shoes. I know that's the weirdest thing ever, but even when I wear gym shoes, it has to have some sort of heel. I think I would tear an Achilles if it didn't have a heel. So this is the other option, and it's super comfortable, cute, but I'm not sure that it's dressy enough for the stage for a 1-hour special. So let me know, you guys, what you think.
Hey, Lisa, what we can do is take a picture of all 3 of them and do a poll on YouTube and Instagram or something.
Oh, perfect. That's what Sarah's my editor, my producer. She suggested doing a poll. And that's what my dad suggested. That's why he beat me. So maybe not that kind of poll, but it makes me more money, you guys. I make more money when I do that kind of poll. Oh, and this is one of my favorite things ever. check this out. This girl, Tracy, that I went to high school with, she made this.
That's so
By hand. This is me. She made this. Look at it. I
Sexy lips.
She gave me cleavage. It's like my boobs aren't that high, but I love it. Push-up bra right there. I mean, look at the lips. Look at the detail. Like, she gave me, I think that's a dildo. It looks like a dildo with a tail. I don't know. Everything. It's just so, even my colors, because I always wear red on stage. If you see me tape a special, I almost always have red somewhere. The most important thing that I wanted to focus on was just loving those people in the audience and making them laugh and making them think less about their problems in life, you know? That's why I do this podcast. It's called Find the Funny. And my mom giving me full-on permission to be full picante during the show and go edgy and say whatever I want and be funny and the people will love it was the encouragement that I needed too, especially from a woman, you know?
Go and see my daughter Lisa Alvarado. But do what I do all the time they see it. I put diapers because I laugh a lot and I pee my pants.
My really good friends and hilarious comedian and writer, Dana Eagle, will be joining us. Have you ever had this situation happen on stage? When you're performing and you do something, say is edgy, but isn't really edgy, talking to an audience member and they're fine with whatever you said to them. So not the person that you're talking to, they don't get offended. They're laughing at whatever you're saying to them and directly for them, and somebody else gets offended. I call it offended adjacent. Have you ever had that happen?
Yes. And first of all, I always assure people that I could be way more offensive than whatever it is that I just said.
That's awesome.
And like, I think like my blanket statement for people, I mean, there does come a point where you're doing it long enough where that happens and you are a little bit like, you know, it used to, you know, upset me. And I don't know when the change happened. When we've had this discussion before of like, once you're in stand-up for a certain amount of time, like you're no longer suited to be around civilians. And
That's so true.
what's that thing that kids have? It's like a contrarian disorder. And a friend.
It is the wonderfully talented, hilarious Carmen Lynch, everybody!
Yay! Thank you.
So excited.
Thank you for inviting me to Culver City.
I want to talk about your new special. I'm so, like, I was watching it. It's so funny. How did you come up with that title? I love it.
It's part of a joke because I talk about how I just, it's a long joke, but basically I queefed twice in 1 week. So I was like, what is this, Queef Week? And then it just clicked. I was like, Queef Week. So
I love it. She was twice in a week. Was your boyfriend so impressed?
Well, the funny thing too is like when I've done conservative podcasts or conservative interviews, and they'll be like, can we just and one guy was great because he was like, he couldn't say it. He was like,
That's so funny.
Can I go, you're trying to say that you can't say Queef Week. It's fine. You don't have to say, he goes, I love it, but I don't know if they'll accept that, you know, and I'm like, just say I have a special on YouTube. They'll find it.
Yes,
okay.
exactly.
But it's hilarious. And then I just did one in Spain, like on Zoom or whatever. And they don't know what queef is.
They don't know what queef is.
So, but on the TV screen in giant letters, it said "Watch Queef Week" on the TV, and I'm like, if you only knew what you were saying.
Yes.
It was great.
Is there a translation in Spanish for queef?
No,
There's
no,
not?
no. It's
There's
vaginal
not-
fart, basically.
There's not. There's not blowing chunks. There's not.
No.
Oh, they just need to do like a little act out, like a little cartoon about whoop.
You know,
Like they know what it is, but there isn't. And that's another
Right.
thing about translating jokes. I'll be like, well, how do you guys say, and I'll ask my sister a lot of the time because she lives out there.
Right.
And I'll be like, how do you say blah, blah? And it's like a quick word or like 2 words. And she's like, it's a long sentence.
Yeah.
The house behind the hill around the corner. I'm like, no, that's not going to work. That's too long for
Right,
stand up.
right.
And she's like, well, that's how we say it. And I'm like, then I'm not putting this joke in.
Yeah.
Like it's frustrating.
Yeah. So
Just if you look for Queef Week, you'll find everything.
yes, look for Queef Week. And I will be coming out with Queef Month. It's 2024, you guys, and I have a fantastic guest. I have my very good friend, Rt Steckel. Did I say that right?
Yes, you got it right.
I
yes.
finally got it
I heard
right.
you practicing it, and I didn't
was-
want to mess it up or
Steckel,
jinx it, but you got it.
Steckel.
Yeah, that was
Can you
good.
guys say it? You were talking about that having girls after the show, right? That is such a huge thing for the guys. That works for men.
Yeah, it's different for girls, for
It's
sure.
so different
Yeah,
for us.
it's not fair. It's not fair.
It's actually almost the opposite. If you crush as a woman on
Well,
stage,
y'all get like, I don't know, y'all get like collateral damage, I think.
yes,
Y'all get these people that I think maybe just think they have a shot or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's very, very, very strange
yep,
because you have to fend off. We more or less kind of choose. We're like,
yeah,
that one's giving me the eye. Oh, that one said hello. And
Yeah.
we're hitting it off. Here we go.
that one's cute.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
That one's cute. And you
Yeah.
just instantly start talking. Right.
Right.
Versus you get, Billy Joe Bob, who's,
Yeah, either totally hammered
exactly.
or usually
you're funny for a girl.
Yeah. Oh,
You're like,
It-
oh,
that
God, this is
that kills
horrible.
me when women say that.
Yep.
I've had women go, I don't even like female comics, but I liked you. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to scratch your eyes out. Well, how could you? You're a woman. We're on the same
Yes.
team.
Let's go.
We
Empowerment.
need to
Let's go.
encourage one another. Oh, it kills me. But usually the kind of guys that will approach a female comic that's strong are the weird ones. that I don't know how to phrase it. I think most guys are like, oh, she's too intimidating, or you have to have a little bit of this.
Do you like falcons? I have a falcon.
That's exactly, you're the guy.
Yes,
You're the
I have a
guy.
falcon.
Even the way you're doing your lips right now.
Yeah, he's in the car right now. Hold on a second.
That's exactly.
Coming right now.
Oh my
You want
gosh, you
something
look
to eat? He can bring
familiar.
food.
You look familiar.
He can bring food.
A falcon is much better than a kid. I will tell you that. At least you have that. I would take the falcon guy over a dude with 4 kids. I don't know.
They're in the car too. They're in the trunk.
Yeah.
They're
The
just
trunk,
settling
yeah.
down. Make
Yeah.
sure they're quiet back there. Yeah. I don't envy you guys and how you.
No, it is
It's definitely that is. I'm glad. It's interesting you brought that up because it is totally different.
It's
very
totally,
strange.
I would be in the green room and just girl after girl would come up to these more celebrity comics, or even not, but just if they're attractive and they're funny, it ups the game for them by
Oh, for
what,
sure.
50%
Oh,
a dude.
I call it the 2-week barrier because it's like they've known you for 2 weeks. You don't have to deal with the BS. What do you do? What do you like? What do you?
Yeah.
There's no figuring me out. It's like
Yeah.
you know me.
Yeah.
So
you just saw me for an hour.
Yeah, exactly. You
and
just
I
saw me
crushed.
talk and do-
You heard my stories and
Right.
you're here.
I'm on stage. I'm
Right.
talking loud. I'm authoritative. I'm confident. It's like, yeah, for sure.
It's actually the opposite. I think if I probably didn't do well on stage, I might have a guy come and console me because he's still the one that's higher up. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
Maybe that could be your act. And then
Yeah.
you
I
cry
know.
and run off stage. Oh,
Oh my gosh, I'm so hot.
Oh no! I'm trying to get out of
Who's
these
gonna help
clothes.
me? I know.
Look at tears all over me. I'm wet with tears.
And find me back here in 2 weeks for a whole new episode. Again, thank you so much for tuning in and doing life with me. We'll see you soon.
I hope everybody listens to my daughter and see it and laughing on her because she is very funny.